Never before has adventure like this swept you into its exciting spell, because only the magic cameras of CinemaScope and the marvels of stereophonic sound could recreate the dazzling magnificence of the court of King Arthur. The crash of lance against shield, the thunder of battle axe against helmet, the knights, the deeds, the golden age of chivalry, and the epic story of a Viking prince who challenged a kingdom for the kiss of a beautiful princess.
First time, the saga of the mighty Viking hordes who swept across the world, breaking every commandment of heaven and earth as they put an age to the torch.
If you touch me, I'll kill myself.
There's a sword to do it with. Because I'm going to touch you. Come on! Kick! Bite! Scratch! Fight me.
I will not lift one finger to resist you.
I want this slave alive. The sun will cross the sky 1,000 times before he dies. You wish 1,000 times that you were dead.
To a Viking, there was no life except life in battle. There was no death except death in battle. There were no women except women taken in battle.
Let's not question flesh for wanting to remain flesh.
Vikings will dominate the North Sea.
When warfare was the way of life, and Vikings challenged all nations for world mastery, man's strength was in his good right arm, his sword, and his faith in his gods. Gods to whom Vestal virgins dedicated themselves, and those who violated those sacred vows were punished by death.
Only a king, by making you his wife, could release you from your vows.
Legend describes the impressive spectacle of their Viking wedding. The beauty of the bride. Beauty that inflamed the cruel cunning of a strong and vicious enemy who successfully captured her.
Now when he bites, you'll be killed in a horrible agony.
The mighty legend that comes to life on the screen.
Allah! Akbar!
Vikings! Here they come.
Now!
The adventurers who conquered the world. The lusty Viking warriors who worshipped flesh and devils as they plundered an age. Here they are.
Fire!
The long ships and the tall men. Searching, slaughtering for the fabled, fabulous Golden Bell, the mother of voices. No prize was more treasured, more blood-stained than the Bell of Byzantium that held half the gold in all the world in one piece.
For the last time, Norsemen. Where is the bell?
I don't know.
Perhaps 100 lashes will give you an idea.
Ships. Seldom has the screen seen such an avalanche of excitement. Starring Richard Widmark as the Viking leader in search of the Golden Bell. Sidney Poitier as the all-powerful Moorish sheikh. Russ Tamblyn, a young Viking warrior. Rosanna Schiaffino, a queen and a woman in love who used her beauty and her wiles to win the secret of the bell.
I only want the bell.
You too.
I speak for both, my husband and myself.
I see. And why should he leave such a delicate problem to you?
The Long Ships also stars Oscar Holmoker, Edward Judd, Lionel Jeffries, Beba Lonchar.
I can see now that you possibly are the daughter of a king.
Touch me and my father will burn your city to the ground.
Against the canvas of love and laughter, of orgies lived with uproarious abandon, of adventure on the high seas, is played the story of the long ships and the tall men who sailed in search of a golden treasure that lay by the pillars of Hercules and for centuries beyond the reach of man.
The girl! The sacrifice meant for the dead! The girl is within witchcraft! Kill him and the woman before he drags us to our doom!
No, not that girl. She's King Harold's daughter. But kill him.
As early as the year 793 AD,
a lusty horde of blonde giants with an African slave begin to boldly sail these seas.
Row!
Braving wild winds and waves and warnings of fearful death, they turn their eyes westward, beyond the setting sun.
Praise be to our god Odin, for we have found the new land of the west.
To Odin! To Odin!
The new land they named Vineland. We call it America. These men from Norway gave history one of the greatest warriors it has ever known. And he was called a Norseman. The Norseman stars Lee Majors, Cornell Wilde, Mel Ferrer, Susie Coelho, Jack Elam, and Deacon Jones. This is the story of the men who discovered America 6 centuries before Columbus and encountered on its eastern shores the fierce Iroquois Indians. Charles B. Pierce's The Norseman.
From the pages of history, the missing chapter. Erik the Viking.
Oh, scary, scary. Don't we look mean?
What is going on? A time when civilization was less civilized.
Throw down your weapons or we kill the children. Well, now we'll kill the children anyway.
Dating was dangerous.
Have you done this sort of thing before?
Me, of course. I've been looting and pillaging up and down the coast.
And peace looked a lot like war.
There is another way!
Who gets killed?
We'll be dangerous.
Erik and the men of Ravensfjord are setting off to cross the Western Ocean.
Lucky things. I could do with a holiday, I can tell you.
When travel was tough.
Don't forget to wash. You know, all over.
It doesn't matter where you sit.
Yes, it does. We could be in safe for months.
You there, and you there.
Now you've got all the big ones on one side.
And the ocean was scary.
It's the dragon of the North Sea!
A time of lust and confusion.
She's got no clothes on.
It's disgusting. Let's hack her to pieces.
And everything was going to pieces.
Stay calm. This is not happening.
The future of the world rested on one man.
Why didn't you come up by the stairs?
Unfortunately, it was Erik the Viking. Tim Robbins, Terry Jones,
Really?
Eartha Kitt, Mickey Rooney, Sutomu Sakini.
Oh, you'd be so bad if we knew what you were saying.
John Cleese.
What?
Anthony Sher, Imogen Stubbs.
She wants to take us off the edge of the world! There is no edge of the world!
Erik the Viking.
It's the stress that gets you, no?
I am Ahmed Ibn Fahlan. I met a beautiful woman who belonged to another man. I was banished from my home and from all that I knew. A country far to the north.
He comes to ask Bulvar for help. His father's kingdom is under attack. She says 13 men must go.
Jeg ved det først.
She says the 13th man must be known amongst men. The 13th warrior is you.
I am not a warrior. Very soon, you will be.
They are demons.
Teeth like a lion, head like a bear.
It is said they eat the dead.
I saw the glowworm, though. My father's father always warned of it. Said it was a hate of all times.
Prepare yourselves.
Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother, my sisters, and my brothers. In the halls of Valhalla,
Where the brave,
they live.
There are two wolves fighting in a man's heart. One is called love, the other, hate.
Boy has destiny among the people. He stays.
Who am I? I've tried to shed my past, but it claws at me.
The prophecy is coming to fulfillment.
Run and you may live. Fight them, you will die.
What will you do?
Kill as many as I can.
Outlander. Why were you there? I was hunting. Hunting what? Dragons.
You think you can frighten us with children's stories? Why don't you tell me about your dragon?
It's just a smudge of light in the darkness. It kills men, beasts, everything. And it smells like death.
There's nothing like that here.
Yes, there is. This thing has carved out a territory, and you are in it. We're not leaving. We're gonna hunt this thing down and kill it. Hunting won't work. It's too powerful. We trap it.
In the beginning, there was man and nature, and on the fringes of the earth, there was a reckoning.
Have a name.
His name is One Eye. You need a name, and you've only got one eye.
You Christians?
Yes?
You're lying. We're God's own soldiers, warrior, heading for Jerusalem to reconquer the Holy Land. Now you've got your freedom. What do you plan to do with it? I could use a good fighter like you.
Never seen a mess like this before.
Perhaps it's a curse.
He's driven by hate. It's how he survives. Why he never loses. The boy said he was from hell. Maybe that's where we're going.
Are we going to kill him?
I'm going to show them a man of God has arrived.
Who are you?
He's going to kill us all. One by one.
When I die, you will go back to hell.
I always thought I could protect her. What took her from me is still out there. Back.
Vengeance is upon us.